Hello explorers and welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about Minecraft, Python. Yes, we are going to have some fun in Minecraft building stuff with Python. And to get started with this, I actually found a resource online called Adventures in Minecraft. And it's actually a book that is available at Wiley that you can buy and then go through and learn Python by doing adventures in Minecraft. But I'm not gonna go from that book. I'm just gonna show you some examples of what you can do in Minecraft. So let's jump over to my screen here. So this is the Adventure in Minecraft homepage. It's available at GitHub, so Adventures in Minecraft, GitHub IO. And if you go to that page and look here, you see that you have a starter kit that gets you started with everything, and then you just write code in Python. And I have the Windows starter kit here, so I downloaded the starter kit up here. I unzipped that into a folder, and that Adventures in Minecraft-PC is the folder that I get. And in that folder, you actually have a server that you can start. So this is the folder that you get. And here we have start server.bat, and I've run that and started a new server. And it requires Java 8 to run, Oracle Java 8. I tried to get it to run with adopt.jdk, but it didn't run with that. So you need to have the Oracle Java runtime. And this is because the server that you are running is an older one. It's 1.12. And this server was initially written for Raspberry Pis, and it had an API that you could program against, written by one of the developers of Minecraft that now has gone over to work on the Bedrock edition. So he's not working on this version anymore. And I'm not sure if the API is actually evolving and if it's available in later versions of Minecraft. So therefore we need to run this older version of Minecraft. In order to get this to run as well, you need to have Python 3.6 or newer. I think I run on 3.7 and that works just fine. So that was the starter kit that you need to download and install. And when you have that running, there is video tutorials, but you can also download this Adventures code. So you get the first edition and the second edition, and I picked the latest one. So if you have the books, first edition, second edition, then you download the package for that book so you can follow along and learn Python by coding in Minecraft. So let's jump over to my world here. So this is Minecraft. I have started the server, so we can look at that as well. Here we have the server started. It's a new seed. I have nothing running in it. And if I go to multiplayer in Minecraft, here I have my Minecraft server, and if we edit that, it's just localhost. You don't need to do anything else than just say that this server address is localhost. And if we join this server, and if you have played Minecraft before, this is pretty much what you expect of a Minecraft server. You have somewhere you can run around and play in the world, but we want to start coding. So let's jump over to my editor here. And the first example I want to look into is Hello World, because that's what you do when you code. So I have downloaded here in my editor code files here. These are the adventures that you go on. And the first adventure is Hello World. And in order to do these adventures, then you have in this Adventures in Minecraft directory something called My Adventures. And here you have the MCPI, and that's the library for Minecraft. So that's what's written in Python and what you use in order to connect to your Minecraft server and do commands. So let's look at the Minecraft here. So there's Hello Minecraft World. It's just taking this API here, taking the file Minecraft there and initializing it as Minecraft. We create a new connection against Minecraft and we post to chat hello world. So let's run this example. Let's see here, have Python in tools, Python 3.6 and Python exe, and then we run hello world Minecraft. When I've run that, we go back to Minecraft and we see here in my chat window, hello world Minecraft. So we know that the connection against Minecraft and my programming language is up and running. So that's all I needed to do in order to see that this is working. So let's go over to a little bit more of an interesting example here. We have something called clear space. So this clear space, and you see here as an address to the book that you can buy on Wiley. So and it's written by David Whale and Martin O'Halloran. And Martin O'Halloran have written this MCPI library. So and I guess David Whale was involved again there, but Martin has the Git repository for that. So after this, you see that we have a Minecraft again, and we also have this block. So that's a different module that we need, and we create a Minecraft connection again. And here in the Minecraft player, we can get the tile position of this player, so we know where we are in the world. And then we have this little Python code here asking for how large an area we want to clear. And then we have the Minecraft server set blocks position where we stand, and then take a size in every direction and fill it with air. So the block air. And if we look in the Minecraft library here and the block PI, so it has some initialization up here, but down here you see a long list of block IDs. And you can actually add to the block IDs if you know that there is a block called whatever, and what ID it has, you can add to this list as well. But these are all that are required to do the different things in the books. So that's why they have added those here. So let's try to run clear space here. Clear space, and how large an area do you want to clear? I want to clear, let's say 20. So we run that, we go back to my world and back to game. And we didn't see anything because we were overseas here. So if I look in a different direction here, perhaps we can, or we go into the woods here. So we actually are standing in the middle of the trees here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a difference in the world. Go back here. You see, we have cleared off everything in front of us here. So we sheared off some of the trees here, and we have less of things. We have just added air to the environment. So that works fine as well. So let's take a little bit of a more interesting thing here. We have something called build a house. And this will take a value here. How large a house do you want? We can take a little bit of a smaller house here. And we have the blocks again. We create a connection. We get the tile position. We say that we want the house to be slightly away from the player. So we say that we go 2 blocks forward. And then we want it to be in the middle. So we calculate the middle point of the house. And then it creates some cobblestone. It sets some air inside out of the, and we also carve out some thing for the doorway. So they create a large block for the house, and then we do an air inside of the house, and then you do air where the door should be of the house. And then they put in some glass for windows, right hand and left hand side. And they put on a wooden roof, and some wool carpet. So these are all positionings inside of the house where it should be. So let's run that, build house, and go over to our world here. Oh, we have something in front of us. See here, it carved out the house. So first off, they had the large block. They carved out some air inside of the large block. They put in some windows. They put a roof, and they put some wool carpet. So that was what the code did there. Let's move over to the next example. Here we have something called CSV build. And this will do air, gold block, grass. We'll use those IDs for gap, wall, and floor. And it takes a CSV file and then goes through and reads each line of the CSV file and creates some things for those. I think we can see here that if it's 0, it should be a gap, else it should be a wall, and then they have some floor. So let's look at this CSV file here. You see that this is a little bit of a maze that they have created. So some places here we have ones, there will be the gold blocks, I guess, and then you have zeros, there will be nothing, so you can walk there. So this is to build a maze for us so we can go through. And it doesn't seem that hard to actually follow, but let's run that code as well. A lot of pop-ups here, and CSV build. It runs that. And let's go back to our world here. We see that we built our maze inside of the house here. I didn't clear anything out. And we can walk down here. Oh, we're inside the house now. So it actually built a fun little maze. So if you want to create a little maze game, this is a very simple way to do it. And you can play around with different blocks and see if we can get through. So we found our way through that maze. So this is some of the examples of this book. So that was what I wanted to show you from the book. But as I want to add some value myself to this video, I have actually built my own little script here. I've run this with my kid, and he thought it was really fun. He loves playing Minecraft. So I wanted to see what can I build in Minecraft if I have these tools where I can put out different blocks and just build something interesting. So let's see here. I have my little castle here. So you see that I have built something that I call a castle. And first off, we have the initialization of the Minecraft here. We get the position. I just set that as X, Y, Z. So I have that. And I have a height and a size value. And the height is how high the walls of the castle should be. And the size is how wide from the player it should be to the walls. And first off, I create some cobblestone here. And that is just to create a high wall. And then I make some air. No, I create a floor, a large floor, cobblestone floor. And then I clear everything out in the area of 100 around me, just so I get some space that I can build things on. And then I do some cobblestone work here. I create a floor again. So if you don't run these up here, you just create the floor as large as it should be. This is just so I can run the script over and over again and clear out the area in order to try things out. So that's a good way to try things, is to have a clear function that always gets you to a clear state when you are working. So let's actually remove some things here, some distractions, so we see more of the code here. So first off, I create 4 sides of the castle after I created the floor. And then I will do 4 different carvings that actually create sides of the castle walls. So I create small guide rails so you can go on the top of the castle. And then I have these things here that goes on the outside of the castle and puts cobblestone interleaved. So I have cobblestone air, cobblestone air, cobblestone air. So I get this toppy contour of the castle, and this is the outside of the walls, and then I have the inside of the walls on top. So you have it on both sides of this guide rail. And then I will create 4 towers, and I will create 4 tower stairs. So we'll look at those functions later on. And in the towers, I carve out some doors. So I put some air just where I know that the tower wall is, so I can actually walk in there. And then I have some more air that I create here. And this is just because I created the outer walls all the way around and the inner walls all the way around. I wanted to carve out some air on top of the castle where the towers are, so I actually get a walkway, so I don't have a wall obstructing my walk around the castle. So this is just removing that extra things that I built. So I build some extra and I carve it out again. And then I have a little house here. I put some planks down. I create 4 walls. I create some air for the door. And then I position the player a bit away from this little house. And then I have wood stairs. So I will create the sides of the house. So I have both the left side and the right side. And you see here that I have 3 and 2. That's just saying in which direction should the stairs go up. And this will make the house pointy. And then I fill out with wooden planks in the middle between there. So I don't have any air inside of the planks going up. So that was a little bit of a wooden house in the middle. Let's look at the tower. The tower is just some cobblestone where I first off put some air. I remove the walls on the side, and then I create the sides of this. And because I needed to have 4 sides, large sides, and then after I've created those 4 large sides, I also wanted to have 2 inner and 2 outer. I wanted to create all the corners. So these are actually 4 different corners of cobblestone. So you have the large, longer walls, and then we have 2 sets of blocks in one corner and 2 in the next corner and 2 in the third corner and so on. Perhaps you can do this in a nicer way, but that was an easy way to do it. And then I have this interleaving again, so I create the tops of the with cobblestone, and I put a floor at the top as well. First off, I create the inner part of the floor, and then I create the sides because you can't if I don't want to have blocks sticking out, I can't fill it out fully. So that's creating the floor upstairs, and then I have these stairs, and these were the most interesting challenge. I had to think about this a while, but I have built this a little bit like an automata. So it will count until it reaches the height of the towers. So that's the first thing. It will run until it comes to the top of the tower. And each side has 6 blocks. So if we go above 6 blocks, we will change direction and then start over at size count 1. And if we have gone through all 4 directions, we will start over at the first direction again. And if the first direction, and we need to know which side the stairs should be at, so I have this as a display direction of the stairs, because you see here that they don't really follow the climbing order. So I guess it's north, south, east, west instead of north, west, south, east. So you follow in a circle, for instance. And so this is to show in which directions I want to walk in my automata. If I want to walk in the X direction, the Z direction, or the Y, the Y is up, so I always walk up. But these are in what direction I want to move and what direction the stairs should be. And then I will create some cobblestone below the stairs. And then I want to create the stairs. So these actually don't need a direction. So that's a bug, but it didn't really matter because they don't take any extra input. But I want cobblestone below, and then I want the stairs in the right direction on the specific place. So these are count 1 down. And then I want to, above, I want to create 3 stocks of air. So I actually will carve out the floor on the top of the tower. And then I run this tower stair again, and I increment the count and the side count. So that was the way I built the stairs. I have a gist on GitHub that will be in the description of this video. I also will leave the Adventures in Minecraft link in the description of the video as well, so you can look at this yourself. But let's build this castle, and you might get a better view of what I was talking about all this time. So this is the castle. Let's move over to our server here and type set time 1200 time set 1200. Set time to 1200. So now it's in the middle of the day. So this is the house that I talked about. I carved out this little front area. I put the wooden blocks in a stair formation. I added the area inside here. And I see that we have some things that we haven't removed here. We haven't removed all the inner space. And this is the cobble stair that I talked about. You can walk up, so it goes around. And if you build higher walls, it will go all the way up and continue. These are the interleaving blocks that I talked about. So you can look out from the... And I also carved out these areas here, so I could go through here, because I had these walls going all the way over there and all the way over there. And these are the extra parts that I needed to add in the walls. So that's the 8 extra blocks I had to do. So I did the long walls, and then I did the sides here. So this is my little castle that I built. I have actually built this castle, or a very similar one, by hand, carving out each block in playing in survival mode. So I know that this takes a lot of time to create if you want to have this in your Minecraft world, but if you run code, you can do it in seconds. So this was what I wanted to show you today. I hope that you found this interesting. I hope that you learned something today. Perhaps you feel that you want to play around in Minecraft and learn some Python on the way. Perhaps take a stroll into the adventures of Minecraft and play around to your heart's content and create stuff in Minecraft. And if you do, please leave a comment in the comment section to a gist of your creation, so I can try those out and see what you have built. I hope that you found this video interesting. I hope that you learned something today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. If you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends and colleagues, and I really hope to see you in the next video.